Hey guys, Taylor here and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you already been here, thanks for coming back. So in today's video, we are going to be reviewing the new Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. You guys, Fenty Beauty did it again. They came out with 50 shades of foundation powders. So if you want to hear my thoughts or just try these products out with me today, then please keep on watching. Before we start the video, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Please turn your post notifications on so you get notified every time your girl uploads a video. And follow me on Instagram. And with that being said, let's jump right into the video. Alright you guys, so I picked up 2 shades. I'm just going to run over to Sephora, give you guys the claims on this foundation, and then we can jump into swatching and applying this foundation to the skin. You guys, I'm on Sephora right now and I'm looking at the claims of this foundation, and my friend, it is a lot. I'm going to try and pop it up on the screen for you guys, but long story short, it is supposed to be light to full coverage, crease proof, sweat resistant, humidity resistant, non-cakey, blurring. Like, this foundation sounds like it is everything you need under a mask right now. So I'm just going to jump right into swatches, and as I said before, I don't know if I mentioned, I got the shade 410 and the shade 420. I'm going to swatch them on my cheeks and also on my chest so you guys can get a better look. Alright y'all, so for the old Fenty Beauty foundations, I usually use the shade 430 and mix a little bit of 420 in it. So I was a little bit confused when I went in stores and I realized 430 was super dark. So I'm just hoping 410 or 420 does it for me. So this is what the packaging looks like, by the way. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. It won't focus if I like zoom it in, but it looks beautiful. So this is 410 and this is 420. I am hoping that you guys can see this swatch right now, but this is the shade 410 on my cheek, and this is what it looks like on my chest. It is looking a bit light, but it looks like I can work with it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm going to go in with 420. Alright you guys, I don't know if you can tell, but I think I am probably going to work with 420. This is 420 right here, and this is what it looks like on my chest. So you can barely see 420. This is this one right here. It is super hard to see. I know you probably can't see anything, but it is, I don't know, I feel like they both can work, but 420 is really giving me it right now. So I think I'm going to use 420. So let's apply this to the face and see how it looks, and then worst case, I'll go in with 410. Alright you guys, so I went in with a little bit of moisturizer. So now I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer, because we need the hydration, because we know your girl is dry. And this is a matte foundation. By the way, you guys, the foundation comes with like a little compartment and a mini powder puff type thing, but I don't really use those. I'm going to go in with 420, and I'm using my M439 brush from Morphe to apply this shade. Y'all, I'm hoping this is not too dark. Does it look dark? Okay. Actually, it doesn't look bad at all. It is pulling a little bit red. Y'all, I'm not getting no coverage at all. Alright y'all, so this is what 420 looks like on the face, and this is the side with no makeup. I was going to use 420 all over the face, but it does look a little bit dark, so I'm just going to let y'all be the judge and apply 410 to this side of my face, and you guys tell me which shade I should keep. So I'm going to go in with 410. I'm using this BH Cosmetics 116 brush to apply this shade. Alright you guys, so this side is the shade 410 and this side is 420. Honestly, I feel like I can get away with using both shades, but if I'm just going to be using a foundation powder and nothing else, 410 is definitely the shade, because 420 I would probably have to do a little bit of finessing just to like balance out that redness, but I don't know, I feel like I can get away with wearing both of them. I'm going to try and add some blush and some bronzer to this and see how it looks, like the final look. So I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of concealer. I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but being that I did not color correct before, I'm going to go in with some concealer just so I can see. I'm using my L'Oreal Forward Concealer in the shade 410, just a little bit under my eyes. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of that NARS concealer in the shade Almond. Alright y'all, I don't know if this is going to move the foundation or anything like that, but it's worth the risk because under my eyes look really, really dark. So I'm just blending this out with my Juno sponge. Alright you guys, this looks amazing. First of all, if you are going to do this with the concealer, it didn't move at all. The foundation did not move at all. But if you are going to do this, please make sure your sponge is damp. 1. 2, do not use a lot of concealer. And 3, do not let your concealer dry down. If you normally let your concealer dry down, don't let it dry down, because being that there's a powder underneath, it is going to be a little bit harder to blend in terms of it being a little bit more drier. I don't know, but I didn't let it dry down and it looks pretty good. So I'm going to set this with a little bit of my Mercier translucent powder in the shade Honey. So I did not use any concealer on my forehead, but I just applied a little bit of powder there just so it looks bright. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back in with the shade 410 and I'm going to use that same foundation brush and I'm just going to use that to blend around where I applied the concealer, just so there's not like a super harsh line between the foundation and the concealer. So being that I'm doing Fenty, I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer, but I'm using the Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami bronzer and I'm using the E4 brush from Morphe to apply this. I'm just using a little bit. Alright y'all, so I'm going in with a little bit of blush. I'm using this ABH blush trio in the shade Cocktail Party, and as always I mix all 3 shades and apply it to my cheeks, and I'm using my E3 brush from Morphe. I'm going to set my face with my Morphe Continuous Mist. Alright y'all, so let me do a really quick lip. I'm lining with ColourPop Bff4. For lipstick, I'm using Patrick Ta Lip Cream in the shade She's Independent. I'm going in with a little bit of my Artist Couture gloss in the shade Uncensored 2.0. Alright you guys, I'm going to take my scarf off and then come back and give you guys my final thoughts. Alright you guys, I am back and this is the finished look. Honestly, I'm shook. I am shook. When I use this foundation powder, 100%, I'm going to use it the way I used it today. Like, it's just a really quick fix. When I went in with the concealer, it took the foundation powder to the next level. Like before, my face was just looking flat, like one shade, but the concealer like really did something to it, and I'm loving this powder. It's one of those that I can just grab and just apply some concealer and go, and I love the fact that the concealer did not move when I applied it on top of the powder, and it just looks really good. I personally feel like I am going to hold on to both shades because I feel like it is winter and 410 looks really good on the skin, but I feel like as it goes closer to the summer months, I'm going to get a little bit darker, and then I'm going to need the shade 420. So I feel like both shades are staying in my collection, and I just love the way it looks. If I'm being 100% honest, it does give you enough coverage. I feel like on those days that you just want to cover up your scars or just look put together but not do too much, I feel like this is it. Like if you're one of those girls that wear makeup every single day, you're really going to love this because you can just slap on some powder, apply some bronzer, some blush, some highlights, maybe a little bit of concealer under eyes, and you are good to go. The price point on this foundation is okay. It's the same in between price range that Fenty normally goes for. It's the same price as the regular foundations, but you guys, the problem is going to be finding your shade. I normally use 420 or 430 in my Fenty Beauty foundations, and y'all, I'm down to like I can use 410. So I feel like you need to probably go a shade down because these run a little bit darker than the original foundation shade range. So if you can go in stores and take a quick peek, then I recommend you do that. If you're ordering online, then probably order 2 shades and hope for the best. But I highly recommend these. Like y'all, look at my skin. The skin looks like I did a full beat face right here, and I'm still seeing like blemishes through this, but it's something that I can live with. It's not obvious, it's not there, it's not in my face, and I'm loving the way the skin is looking. I highly recommend this. That's all I can say. Fenty, I think you finished 2020 with a bang, because this I 100% approve. I love it. If you like this kind of product, I highly recommend it. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.